Hello, everyone. So today we're going to take a look at the Transformers Studio Series, the movie Scourge. So this is the reissue of the original Studio Series 86 Scourge. It's basically the exact same figure with the exact same accessories here and here, but repackaged in the now updated Studio Series box. But this time it's for the MTMT collection, or just the More Than Meets the Eye collection, which is Target exclusive in the United States. Now, of course, let's look at the box. We have here Scourge looking menacing right there. His alt mode, which is a Cybertronian hovercraft, I think. It says here Transformers the movie, MTMTE collection, Scourge. And the difference with this box with normal Studio Series is it has these lines that are magenta, red, orange, purple, and yellow in color. Here is another bigger photo of him in his robot mode. At the back, here we have Scourge, his alt mode. For some reason, the blast effect is a completely different color. This is like a light purple, translucent purple. This is a translucent pink. I don't know why that is. And then at the back on top, here is what I like about Studio Series boxes. It has a scene from the movie or show it was from. So in this case, it was when one of the injured Decepticons was taken in by Unicron and was transformed into Scourge and the sweeps, as you can see at the back. Those are the sweeps. And of course, here's some text. Scourge is the leader of the Deadly Sweeps, as I mentioned. So sweeps is basically Galvatron's version of the Seekers. And on this side, it has the 40th anniversary logo and, of course, a continuation of the art from the front. And one cool thing about this, for the MTMTE collection, I didn't notice until I read the wiki for this guy. The logo for the Transformers movie is actually in French. I think this is French, Le Film. But yeah, that's a cool mistake I think that they created, that they didn't correct themselves. But yeah, anyway, let's look at the box. So this is actually my first time getting a Scourge. I've always wanted to get the original Studio Series 86 Scourge, but I've always thought that it was kind of expensive for an old figure. And then they announced that they were going to reissue it, and I thought I'd rather buy that than an old figure. So yeah, I got this. And one cool thing about this guy is that he feels really nice and tight. Like all the joints, there are no loose joints at all, unlike some of the figures that I recently bought. There are some loose parts. Now this mold has been reused or reissued multiple times as well. I think this was used for Legacy Alpha Trion and Legacy Senator Ratbat, which I actually have. I'll do a comparison later. Now, my biggest confusion is this top part. I'm not sure if in robot mode it should be like this or like this. So comment down below if to tell me which one is the correct one, because I've tried searching for images and it doesn't clearly show whether it's the pointier one or the not so pointy one for robot mode. But anyway, one more cool thing about this guy is that he has a lot of painted parts. All of the light blue that you see on his body is actually painted, and the rest of the darker blue is just blue plastic, but that is really nice. The face sculpt looks really amazing, really accurate to the show. That is all painted as well. Now, one complaint that I had because of the painting, his wrists are kind of tight, tighter than normal because it is painted. And then one more thing, the inside, I don't know if I can show it, but the inside of the 5 millimeter port of his fist, of his closed fist, there are parts that are painted. That's why I don't know if you guys can see the handle of the blaster. There are some light blue paint that's chipping away on the handle of the gun, which really sucks, but it's not a big deal for me, but to some people it might be. But anyway, here is his main accessory, which is his blaster. It is also the exact same one that came in with the original 86 figure. And he comes in with a blast effect, which he can use, which is 5 millimeter compatible. You can use it on any gun that you have. Now for Scourge, let's look at some articulation. His head can look down, look slightly up, and then he can wiggle and rotate. His head can rotate freely despite the like this one on the back of his neck. His shoulders can do the full 360, but you gotta just transform the backpack a little bit to do it fully. There is a bicep swivel, there is an elbow bend, and then of course, as I mentioned, there is a wrist swivel, which is kind of hindered because of the paint. There is a waist swivel, which is really good. The legs can kick sidewards just this far because it's somehow hindered by the skirt or the side skirt. Forwards also just that far. Again, it's hindered. And at the back, pretty much just like that. There is no tie swivel. The knee bend, it can bend up to pretty much 90. And then the ankle pivot, that's not supposed to happen. That is the first time that happened. Ankle pivot, pretty much just that. So he has good articulation, but not that great compared to most figures right now. So, oops, let me fix him up. Now let's do some size comparisons. Now first we have Legacy Senator Ratbat from IDW Comics, if I remember correctly. But yeah, as I mentioned, Senator Ratbat is a direct retool or repaint of SS86 Scourge, so they look really good together, especially in alt mode, which I'll show later as well. Now here we have Scourge with the big four of the Decepticons. I have here Studio Series 86 Megatron, Studio Series 86 Soundwave, Dramatic Capture Series Starscream, and then Siege Shockwave. Hopefully that will be replaced by the Studio Series 86 Shockwave soon. And as you can see, he scales really well with them, especially with Starscream, who I'm assuming he should be of the same height with because they are basically the replacement of the Seekers. Then here we have him with the new Seeker mold. This is the Studio Series 86 Thundercracker. Now I'm really excited for the Studio Series 86 Sky Warp, which looks really awesome on the photos that I've seen. And of course, finally, we have him with his fellow Unicron mates. We have here Legacy Transelex Cyclonus, with just the toy accurate version, and of course, Studio Series 86 Galvatron, which is definitely in need of a retool or a newer version of him. Now here we have Scourge in his alt mode, which is a Cybertronian hovercraft. Now this is basically again exactly the same as the Series 86 version, and really it's just a disc. It's like a ironing. What do you call it? Like an iron, the one that you use to like straighten your clothes. It's called plancha in Tagalog. I'm not sure what's it called in English. Underneath, you can see the legs. It's just covered up by these fins, but it's just basically everything. Almost a shelf warmer for her Scourge. Well, I think this qualifies as a shelf warmer. But anyway, one big issue that I have on this figure is this panel, like this exact thing, and the other one as well. Both of them are having discoloration already. They're right out of the box. I got this just last week, and it's already discolored somehow. Like it's, I don't know if you guys can see it through the video, but it's a different shade of color than this. And they should be the six. I think they should be the same plastic. I may be wrong, but it's already discolored, which sucks. I hope it doesn't yellow too much. And this one as well. I'm not sure if this is discoloration or it's just that this plastic is a different shade of color than this. It's also it seems like it's discoloring. Maybe it's just a different shade of color. I hope it's a different shade of blue or plastic that they used. But anyway, yeah, here's up close. There's really nothing much to say about this guy. He's really clean. He's a shelf former. Well, you can attach the weapons on the 5mm peg on the side. Of course, there's another one here on the side. And you can attach the blast effect here up top, which is really nice. There are also 5mm ports behind him, which you can put blast effects in. I don't have blast effects. Seem like it's being boosted. Just really, really cool in my opinion. Now for some size comparisons. Here I have him with Legacy Senator Ratbat. They are the exact same figure or mold. Sorry, exact same mold. But oops, I mistransformed Ratbat. Ratbat is completely purple, while Senator Ratbat is completely purple, while Scourge is blue. I don't know. The purple and black looks good as well here with Ratbat, but they both look good, to be honest. Really, really nice. And lastly, I have here the Age of the Primes. Alpha Trion. Why is my mind lagging right now? This Alpha Trion, he looks good. He's like, I don't know. I wanted to compare him because he looks similar to Scourge's alt mode. So here we have Scourge in his special mode, which is basically his third mode, where it's basically the alt mode, the Cybertronian hovercraft, with his face revealed on top. This version appeared in a couple of episodes in G1. That's why they did it, and it's really nice that you're able to do it in the toy, in the figure itself. Now, I'll show you guys how to do this. It's very simple. It's really, really simple. I'm going to show you this in the transformation video as well, which will be posted on the day after tomorrow. So, yeah, really cool here. We have Scourge's face revealed, really menacing, really awesome, and you can, of course, place the blast effect on his forehead, and it seems like there's a laser beam from his forehead. Really cool. So final thoughts on the CD series, the movie, Scourge. So since this is my first time having this figure, I'm really liking it since his robot mode, alt mode, and even his third mode is very accurate to the original cartoon. My biggest complaint on this guy, not really on the figure itself, but because of the fact that they reissued the exact same figure without changing anything. At least with Hot Rod, they reissued it with a different paint job. They even added in the accessories, which is the fishing rod, and they even changed the matrix to make it look like it's shining. But with this guy, it's the exact same figure as the one released before. I can't get my head around why they would do that, but I guess it's for guys like me who just recently started collecting and couldn't get the original release. But yeah, if you already have the original Studio Series 86 Scourge, no need to buy this figure. If you're like me who's just started collecting a year or so ago and still completing the 86 or the G1 lineup, then go ahead, buy this figure. It's a really good figure. But again, it's the exact same thing as before. It's the exact same figure as the original release. So yeah, that's it for my review. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you do. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.